When Venus falls in your first house, you can meet your ideal partner at a social gathering or at a place where you're focused on yourself, like a hairdresser or a beauty salon. With Venus in your second house, don't be surprised if you meet your ideal partner while you're trying to sort out your finances, because the second house is all about finances and your personal values. So if you're doing anything like that, you could absolutely meet your ideal partner. If you have Venus in your third house, you could actually meet your partner through a social app, like a dating app or social media. You can meet your ideal partner in your local area while you're on a short trip. And even if you're engaged in your favorite hobby, you can meet your ideal partner. With Venus in the fourth house, it's really important to understand that the fourth house is about home. So it's going to be easiest for you to find your ideal partner if you're throwing a house party. And I know this sounds really unusual, but you could be shopping for furniture and meet your ideal partner, because remember, the fourth house is the theme of home. So this also means that you could be on social media at home, and because you're at home, scrolling on a dating app or doing whatever, you could also meet your ideal partner. With Venus in the fifth house, it's really interesting because you can get into gambling, so you can meet somebody at a casino. You could also meet someone out partying, like at night, doing nightlife type of thing. So most people aren't looking for love if they're going to a nightclub, but if you have Venus in the fifth house, it's pretty likely that you can meet your ideal partner here. You could also meet your ideal partner in a daycare center. Not saying that you're going to date a child, but the fifth house also rules over children. So maybe you'll find someone in this field if you work in that field. When you have Venus in your sixth house, this is very interesting because it rules over your day-to-day duties, but also your health routine. So you could meet your ideal partner at a hospital, which is interesting. Maybe you twist your ankle and the doctor working on you is like, hey. With Venus in your seventh house, you could meet your ideal partner through friends and also a dating service, because the seventh house rules over partnerships. That's why I'm saying if you have Venus in your seventh house, you could definitely get your friends to set you up. And it's likely that if you have Venus in your seventh house, that you may be really attracted to Libras. All right, let's move on to the eighth house. If Venus is in the eighth house, what's really interesting here is because it's kind of like the second house. So you could meet someone while you're sorting out your finances, because we're dealing with money here, but the money that we're dealing with in the eighth house has to do with joint money. So like joint taxes and things like that. So you could find love here, but you could also find love in the occult. So if you have like a metaphysical meetup group and things like that, you could meet your ideal partner here. Venus in the ninth house. So you could meet your potential partner abroad or on a plane, but this is all about long distance travel and also institutions of higher education. So this means that you could potentially meet your ideal partner at school. Venus in the 10th house means that you are very likely to meet your ideal partner through work. So this is so funny because I think I know somebody who's actually met their ideal partner through work and has Venus in the 10th house. This also makes you a career person. So when you don't make time for any other things outside of work, you're probably going to find everything that you need at work, but especially your ideal partner. Venus in the 11th house indicates that you would meet your ideal partner through friend groups or different hobbies that you're doing. So basically like some kind of regular social gathering, that's where you're likely to meet your ideal partner. But you'll also make money through groups of people somehow. When you have Venus in the 12th house, this means that it's going to be the easiest for you to find your ideal partner if you're doing charity work or you're doing something that gives back to society. You could also be working in a hospital, kind of like the 6th house placement, or even a prison. But because of the nature of the 12th house, you could meet your ideal partner at a spiritual gathering. So that's it for Venus through the different houses. Little tips for you guys to figure out where is the best place to find your ideal partner. And for those of you who really want to get into it and you're seriously looking for your ideal partner, I encourage you to see me for an astrological reading, because not only can I tell you about your love life and your ideal partners, but I could tell you about the ideal timing in your future to find that ideal partner. Hope you guys have a great week. And if you want to visit me on my website, that's truepotentials.org. Bye.